Okay, finding out your nigga cheating is one thing, but to find out he cheating on you with your brother is another one. Then to find out he basically used me to get to my brother. Let me set this phone up.
On how I was dealing with this guy, and my car got shot up over 30 times, and I got grazed in the head by a bullet and survived.
Hey y'all, story time on how my client tried to have a threesome with me. Like, what the fuck? I said I wasn't gonna tell.
Story time on how I found out my homegirl and my cousin had something going on with my lady. My
Welcome back to Ashley's Tea Room. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. In today's compilation, we've got some wild stories. A boyfriend who slept with his girlfriend's brother, and a girl who survived being shot at over 30 times. It's absolutely insane. Let's get into it.
Okay, finding out your nigga cheating is one thing, but to find out he cheating on you with your brother is another one. Then to find out he basically used me to get to my brother. Let me set this phone up. Mind you, I didn't even know my brother was gay. So I was dating this dude for 2 years. We're going to call him Bernard. We ain't going to name drop. We're going to call him Bernard. So I met him at the bar, and that's the first red flag. Never date nothing you meet at the club, outside, none of that. But I gave him my number. We was cool from then. One thing led to another, and we ended up in a full-blown relationship, living together. Now, my brother's older than me, and he got 2 kids and a baby mama that he been with for years. And I'm cool with her. So a lot of times we would get together, all 4 of us. We would cook dinner. We would go out. It'd be nothing but good vibes. But a lot of the times, they would split up and go do things separately and just leave me and the girlfriend by herself. Which I didn't mind, girls, they do them, we gonna do us. But it got to the point where it started to be extreme. These niggas was going out together every night, staying out all night, not coming home till 6 o'clock in the morning. And it was happening way too much. So, of course, I'm thinking he cheating, but I'm not thinking he cheating with my brother. I'm thinking both of them niggas is out cheating, with other bitches. They cheating on us. And my brother baby mom felt the same way. She what's going on? And mind y'all, this went on for months. I could say for about 3 to 4 months this was going on. Until we found out the truth. So eventually I get to investigating. No, at first I'm not finding nothing because I'm looking for a female. I'm thinking he cheating with a girl, so I'm looking for females in his phone. I'm not seeing nothing. But it was just one night I was over. I couldn't take it no more. The nigga did not come home. It was going on 7:30 a.m. So I called my brother baby mama. I'm like, where is my brother there? Did he ever come home? And she said he ain't come home either. I go to blowing both of their phones up. Y'all, I get no answer at all. So y'all, we share a car. And I noticed that the car was in the front. Y'all, I go to the car door. And y'all not gonna believe what the fuck I seen. Y'all, both of these niggas in the car laid up. My brother and my boyfriend. Both of their pants down. They drunk as fuck, laid the fuck out. So I'm like, what the fuck? I wait both of them what the fuck is going on? Why y'all niggas in the car laid up naked like this? At this point, they both out of their mind. I'm talking about drunk. I don't know what the fuck they was on, but they was not functionable. So I called my brother baby mom. I told her, basically what's going on. That I seen him in the car naked. She comes to come get him because they both is out of their mind. So we go home and he get in the bed and he goes to sleep. So y'all, I go through his phone again. No, I believe in boundaries and privacy. So I never really thought to go through him and my brother messages because I'm like, whatever, they cool. Who am I to be looking into their business? If not a female, I don't need to know what they got going on. But at this point, I ain't give a fuck about none of that. I go through their messages. I'm scrolling because it's so much. So many messages. It's nothing new. This is a lot. Y'all, they're in a full-blown relationship. Literally in a full-blown relationship and playing the fuck out of me. I ain't never cried so hard in my life, y'all. I could say that was my first heartbreak. I cried so hard. He in the bed still knocked out. I immediately put my stuff on and I drove to my brother's house. This video getting long. We're gonna get into that in part 2. Make sure y'all follow me. My boyfriend cheated on me with my brother. Part 2. So I said in part 1, y'all drove to my brother's house. And I said, him and my boyfriend was drunk. So when I got there, he was laid out sleeping. Yeah, I went to raising hell. Hold on, let me put this phone up again. I went the fuck off, going crazy. I got a girlfriend the whole rundown. I told her everything I seen in my nigga phone. But y'all, as I'm explaining what I seen, it's she's not as shocked and mad as I expected her to be. So I'm like, girl, you cool. I just told you that our niggas is fucking each other. Y'all, this woman had the nerve to tell me that she knew the whole time. Begin to explain my brother is basically DL, a bisexual man. And often he does have sex with other men and she doesn't mind, long as he use protection. And shit, basically she do her little shit on the side too, so ain't nothing. Yeah, I wanted to beat her ass so bad. Cause not only have you been in my face, you've been acting blind and stupid with me. But you know about the situation. You basically playing right into it. But I'm like, nah, I'm outnumbered. I'm in her house. My brother ain't finna help me right now. And he drunk as fuck anyways. Like, speaking of my brother, he gets to apologizing. Finally coming to his senses, he gets to tell me that my boyfriend basically was his boyfriend the whole time we been together. That day I met my boyfriend at the bar, he knew my brother already. But he didn't know was he DL straight. He did not know. He just heard rumor, but he didn't know for sure and didn't want to approach him like that. So basically the closest thing to my brother was me. He dated me to get close to my brother. Y'all, I was sharing this nigga with my brother the whole entire time. And what made it worse was the first time we had sex was in my house, on my couch when I was in my room sleeping. A drunk mouth speaks a sober tongue, and he was talking that shit. He was giving me the whole rundown. He get to telling it all, girl. I broke down even more. I got to beating his ass again. Like, no. Yeah, I eventually just ended up leaving. I left. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to get the fuck up out of there. I went home and threw that nigga the fuck out. While he was drinking oil, you gotta go. Don't care. His drunk ass go to plead him, but you know I wasn't with it. Like, I swear to God, I was so fucking mad. Like, but shit get even worse, y'all. Because I put him out, but I kept his phone. I needed more details of what's really going on for real. Like, I needed to see for real for myself and break that shit down and process it. Like, I needed to really see. I go through their pictures and videos. Yeah, they had all type of sex tapes. But it was one that really gagged me. I almost fell the fuck out. Why the fuck it was a video of my nigga, my brother, and my brother baby mom all having a threesome? Mind you, more than one video at that. My brother girlfriend was sexually involved with them. Whole time letting them slutter the fuck out. And basically had her acting blind with me to throw everything off. And y'all, the times when I thought that me and her was both at home waiting on the niggas, a lot of the time she was with them and only I was at home. Bitch, she was acting like she was home, but that hoe was not at home. I felt so stupid. I ain't gonna lie, I felt so stupid. Man, I'm in this shit right here. I'm getting mad when talking about this shit. Fight me for part 2. My boyfriend cheated on me with my brother, part 3. So like I said in part 1 and 2, I caught my brother and my boyfriend in the car naked together, drunk as fuck. And my brother, my boyfriend, and my boyfriend baby mom all was involved in a sexual relationship. I found multiple videos of them having threesomes. And even one-on-one videos with my boyfriend and my brother. Yo, I was livid. I'm talking livid as fuck. Yeah, the first thing I did, I called my mom, and she didn't believe me at all, y'all. Like, she did not believe it. Until I put up to her house with the actual proof. I showed her the videos. I showed my mom everything. She literally almost fell out her seat, y'all. Like, and I couldn't blame her. Because, like I said, we didn't even know he was gay. Like, she immediately tried to call him. She blew his phone up, but he would not answer none of her calls at all. Like, he knew he was dead ass wrong. Yeah, so off rip, I want to fight the baby mom. Like, I want to fight. Because I feel played by everything, and she the only female in the situation, so bitch, run me my ones. I go to her house, y'all, but she was not home. Her and my brother, they was not in the house, like, at all. Girl, I'm knocking, I'm beeping. I was there for at least 5 to 10 minutes, and nobody came outside, so I just left. Later on that day, when my brother had sobered up, he did eventually come and try to talk to me. Telling me how sorry he was, basically saying in the beginning, when we used to come around, my boyfriend flirted with him every chance he got behind my back. Then they eventually exchanged numbers and it went on from there. Yo, he also said 2 months into my relationship, him and my nigga had sex every single day up until this point. But talking about, but they used protection when they had sex to protect me. Bitch. After he finished talking, I literally smacked the fuck out of him and I made him leave. Like, get out. Are you dumb? I told him he was dead to me. The very next day, as soon as I opened my eyes, I went to go get checked. Thank God I didn't have anything. It's still the principle. Like, you niggas dead put my health at risk. But y'all, on my way home, just thinking about everything that was going on, it just made me so mad and emotional. And I didn't want to go back to my house to be reminded of the memories that I was going through. So I drove to my mom's house. And when I get to my mom's house, y'all, guess who the fuck was there? Like, my brother and his baby mom was there. So I instantly popped in her, like, not gonna lie, like, I was mad as fuck. But as I go to punch her again, my brother yelled, stop, she pregnant, stop, she pregnant. Y'all. This bitch goes to say, yes, I'm pregnant by your man. Yeah, my chest caved the fuck in. My mom had to grab me. She made me sit down talking about we all gotta talk like adults. Like, what? But I respect my mother, so I sat down. Then my brother say, sis, I tried to tell you yesterday, but you got mad and put me out your house. And did. But he basically said that he knew that she was pregnant for months. They all knew for months. And basically she just knew how to hide it. And I get to thinking, she got two kids, my niece and my nephew. And with both of them, you could really tell she was pregnant. She carries so small. Like, if she put on a hoodie, you can't tell she pregnant. The identity bitch says from jump she was confused about what her baby daddy was. and waited until she was far along to get a DNA test. And it came back that my nigga is the father. And they had been hiding the secret for a long time, because in order for her to get a DNA test while she's pregnant, she have to be far along. It's like my whole world just crushed. Like, I tried to hit the girl again, yeah, my mom was not with it. She didn't let me hit that pregnant lady. That's literally the worst shit I had ever been through in my whole entire life. And what made it worse is my brother ended up looking stupid as fuck in the end. He was cool at first, but eventually the fact that his girlfriend pregnant by another man got to him. Y'all, they eventually broke up. And my man and his girlfriend ended up being together and raising their child together.
I would have accused them as soon as they started hanging out too much. I don't care who you are. That's actually so gross. That's literally like secondhand sex. I could never get crushed by a D that was just inside my sister. Oh, hell nah. Yeah, cut him out. When something feels off, it probably is. This girl had her man and her brother going out every single night until 6 a.m. for months, and she knew something was wrong, but kept looking in the wrong direction. When your instincts are screaming at you, listen. People can be living entire double lives right under your nose. Like, this wasn't just cheating. This was a whole coordinated operation with multiple people all playing along. The brother, the boyfriend, the baby mama, all knew what was going on and kept it moving like nothing was happening. That's beyond foul. It teaches you that sometimes the people closest to you are capable of way more deception than you ever imagined. Don't ignore red flags just because you don't want to believe them. She said it herself. Meeting someone at the bar or club, that's typically not where lasting relationships start. But she gave her number anyway, moved in with him, built a whole life. Sometimes we overlook things we know deep down aren't right because we want something to work. Hey, did you foul? But I respect her. LOL. She held it down for her man and accepted him for who he was. Now your brother is the wild boy for putting you his sister through that. The baby mama knowing the whole time and being okay with it because she gets to do her thing on the side. That showed me that some people operate on completely different moral codes than you, and they'll smile in your face while doing it. She was hanging out with this girl, acting like they were both waiting on their men, when really she was part of the whole setup. That's diabolical. And then finding out you were basically just used as a way to get close to your brother, that's a level of betrayal that cuts deep. It wasn't even about her. She was collateral damage in someone else's relationship. That's rough. The health risk part really got me too. They were out here having threesomes, doing all that, and she's in a relationship thinking everything's monogamous. Then she finds out she's got to go get tested because God knows what these people were doing. That's putting someone's actual health and life at risk. Last thing, family can hurt you worse than anyone else. A stranger cheating is one thing, but your own brother, someone you grew up with, trust completely, that betrayal hits different. And then to find out the baby mama of his kids is pregnant by the boyfriend, the layers just keep getting worse. Whole situation is a reminder that you really don't know what people are capable of until they show you. And when they show you, believe them the first time and get out.
Hey TikTok, so I am about to do story time on how I was dealing with this guy and my car got shot up over 30 times and I got grazed in the head by a bullet and survived. Y'all, if you from my hometown and you know this really happened, everything I'm about to say is facts. I wrote a book and everything about it. I just like bringing awareness. You never know who's in a similar situation, who may have went through something similar and scared to speak out, a traumatic situation. And I also do want to disclose that I'm not going to use anybody's real name. So the names will be make-believe, but the situation will definitely be real. I'll show y'all pictures and everything too. And I also want to disclose that now looking back on it, I'm an older, mature person, and I definitely take full accountability and responsibility for just being young and naive and putting myself in situations that led to me being hurt or just feeling like, oh, that could never happen to me type of thing, and it most definitely did. So we're about to do story time, y'all. Okay, so the guy that I was dealing with at the time, we are going to call him JJ. That's what we're gonna call him. Okay, so I had just got out of at the time it was a 4-year relationship with my BD. Y'all, I'm talking about, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna tell no lies, y'all. I'm finna lay it all out on the table and just be fully transparent with y'all. So, like, my BD was doing me in, y'all. I'm talking about 4 years of doing me in. Like, it was love there, but you know, it ain't gonna be a nigga at the end of the day. Oh, my light died. It's alright. But yeah, a nigga gonna be a nigga at the end of the day. So yeah, 4 years him doing me in, y'all. And I ended up getting caught doing something. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I got caught doing something I really didn't have no business doing. But I didn't get caught. I basically kind of quote unquote told on myself. So it led to us breaking up. We were staying together at the time. I ended up moving back home with my mom at the time. Me and my son, I only had one child at the time, y'all. This is 2021 when we first broke up. Okay. So cool. You know, they always say that nigga after you that nigga you start fooling with after you stop talking to your baby daddy be the one. No. I don't know, it might be different for everybody, but in my situation that was cap. But he was a cool guy. I never went over there with the intentions like, oh, I'm trying to marry you. He was cool. That's the bottom line. Shawty was cool. I give JJ that. He was cool. He was cool as hell, actually. Okay, so me and him, we started like, I met him at like a block party that they had in my hometown for somebody's birthday. I can't really remember who birthday thing it was, but I was with my friends, and around this time, y'all, I was drinking really, really heavy. Like, a drink was gonna get had, like, literally probably every day. Like, I was really, really drinking bad. I can't drink at all like that now. So yeah, I had ended up meeting him at a block party. He was cool. We had exchanged numbers or whatever. We started texting. I knew of him. Okay, let me say that. I knew of him prior already through mutual friends, but I didn't just know him personally. So we had started texting or whatever like that. He was cool. We ended up linking up really on like some chilling shit. He was cool. Like, I don't know. I was fresh out of a 4-year relationship. I really wasn't looking for no boyfriend. I was very heavy on saying it at the time. Like, baby, I was single and I was exploring my options. What do they call it now? Dating. Like, I'm not exclusive with anybody. I'm exploring all my options, baby. I was having the time. So, and at the time I was 21. So, I was 21, finna be 22 in a couple months. Okay, so, yeah, he was real cool, y'all. I'm talking about, we linked one time. We ended up just started kicking it every day. We kicking it every day. Okay, so, I'm from Mississippi. So, like, I don't know how they portray us on like TikTok. Like, we just this. Okay, it is. It might to y'all. It might be ghetto. To me, it's not. But I will say at the time it was like a lot of street beefs and stuff going on with people like in my age group. I'll say maybe like 20 to 29, 21 to like 28-ish. Different hoods and stuff beefing and stuff like this. So I will disclose that I did know all of this. I did know that the guy that I was getting closer with was, you know, back and forth with other people from different hoods, him and people that he were cool with, and I still decided to sit my grown tail up here and be around all of them. I will say that. So like I said earlier in the video, I do take full accountability and responsibility for my role that I played in leading up to these situations. Okay, so yeah, me and him was cool. We was kicking it every day, y'all. We kicking it every day. Now, when me and my baby daddy broke up, he made a little comment to me, y'all. He told me, like, them niggas, they don't love you. They don't love you out there. I don't know. He was not lying. I give shot it. He wasn't telling no lies. They didn't. They didn't love me out there. The streets did not love me. But at the time, y'all, I'm having a ball. I ain't gonna lie. I'm outside with my homegirls every day. I work a job. My son good. I'm outside having the time. I'm getting drunk every single day. I done got my tax money. I done got me a car. It is on. Do y'all hear me? It's on. Okay, so yeah, but I had got me a little tax money, got me a new car, y'all. I'm talking about, I'm like, okay, I done got me a cash car, y'all. So I'm like, I don't gotta pay no note on this, so then I ain't gotta pay number insurance. My son in school, I'm working my job, and I'm getting paid good at my job, y'all. Like, I'm talking about getting paid good. I'm outside, like, me and my homegirls, we is literally having a ball. Like, I really had no complaints around this time. Okay, so mind you, I'm staying in my mama's house. My mom don't have no problem with me coming back home. Like, when the situation unfolded with me and my BD, my mom like, you can always come back home. Like, she just was that type of mother. Like, you, some happen, come back home. Like, come back home and figure it out again. She just was that type of mom. Very much grateful that I had that in my life, because everybody don't. So, yeah, I was staying in my mama's house or whatever like that, y'all. And me and JJ, we linking up every day. Like, we see each other every day. I'm out with my friends, still linking up with him every night, every day. Mind y'all, not exclusive. We don't go together. None of this. We just kicking it. I'm making it clear, like, we're just kicking it. That's all this is. Like, you cool, I'm cool. I'm cool with what we got going on, and we're gonna leave it right there on the floor. Like, we're gonna leave it right there. No need to, oh, you my girlfriend, no need for all that. No need for all that. I wasn't into labels, y'all. Like I stated earlier, I had just got out of a 4-year relationship with my BD. And Shawty had did a number on me. Like, for real, he had did a number on me. Good nigga, fucked up ways. Ain't we all, everybody good people got fucked up ways. Like, I can't even be mad at Shawty. But anyway, back to the story at hand. So, yeah, we linking up every day, y'all. I'm talking about linking up every day. I'm taking him to the gambling house. I'm letting him drive my car here and there. I want to say a couple times he might have dropped me off at work, y'all. Like I said, I was 21, young. For real, like, young. For sure. Like, so don't judge me in the comments. Don't judge me in the comments. You was letting him drop you off at work. Yeah, I ain't no telling what he was doing. It really was never no telling what he was doing. Okay, so yeah, I'm letting him mind y'all. I did say earlier that him and the people he was cool with was beefing with other people, and he's driving my car, dropping me off at work. If I'm in the car with him, I'm allowing him to drive the car if I don't feel like driving, and we're around each other all the time. So of course the people that he's into it with, or his friends are into it with, they're starting to see my car, they're getting a scoop on my car, knowing that, oh, he be in this car, so. Okay, so I just wanted to give y'all kind of like a backstory before I actually like got straight into it. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all know the details leading up to the day of April the 11th, 2021. So what I will say is, it is a true story when they say God give you 3 signs before destruction. Like I told y'all earlier, me and my baby daddy had just broke up. When I got my stuff, me and my son's stuff, when I moved out, I literally did not get everything. Like, I literally got what I could get and was just like, let me go and get up out of here. So I still had stuff to get, and he had one of my no, I want to say I stole his TV. That's what it was. When I took my stuff, I was dead mad, y'all, because I ain't gonna lie, I had took him back for a lot of stuff. So when I had did what I did and he didn't take me back, it just was like, you know what, let me take something that ain't mine. I took his TV. That's what it was. So he wanted me to bring him his TV back. Like, we finally got on a thing where we could talk or whatever. He like, you know, can I have my TV back? So I had just got my son from school, and he wanted me to bring my son with me, and my mama was like, these 3 signs before destruction, y'all. My mama like, no. My phone had started ringing, but yeah, 3 signs before destruction, y'all. My mom was like, no, you can leave my grandbaby here. He don't gotta go with you. You finna have the TV in the car anyway. So okay, cool. I put the TV in the back of my car. I came to where we was staying at to drop his TV out. He made a comment to me, y'all. But at the time, I'm thinking he just hating. Y'all. He like, I'm starting to see you too much. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I was with him, y'all, I was put up. I was put the fuck up. You barely seen me outside. So I'm thinking he just hating. He like, I'm starting to see you too much, this and that. You need to chill out. You need to sit down somewhere. Like, stop being seen. You don't always gotta be seen. But like I said, y'all, at the time, I thought he was hating because the bad bitch was back outside. Y'all gotta follow me, like, and comment for part 2. Okay, y'all, so part 2 on how I was dealing with this guy, and my car got shot up over 30 times, and I got grazed by a bullet in the head and survived. I didn't think y'all was finna be rushing me in the comments. Y'all, I got 2 kids. Y'all gotta give me a little minute. Okay, but anyway, so what I left out on the last one, I told y'all, you get 3 signs before destruction. It is true, y'all. Like, literally 3 signs. So the only things I left out on my first part was, y'all, like, a week before that, my mama had, like, talked to me. Like, I be praying for all my kids, but I been praying extra hard from you. Like, the company you keep and the people you around, they not for you. Like, I don't know what it's gonna take for you to realize, but I've been praying extra hard for you. She was telling me, like, you don't understand how busy the devil truly is. Like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I grew up in a church house. My uncle, a preacher, praise team, usher, praise dance, all that. I did all that in church every holiday, every Sunday, Bible study. I did all that. So I definitely know God. I do. You know, made my own way, like, you know, kind of got away from him. I'm getting back closer. But I say all that to say I understood what she was saying. But at the time, I'm young, y'all. Like I said, at the time, I feel like I was naive. It was really going over my head. So that was technically my first warning. Like I told y'all in the last video, my second one was my baby daddy when he was like, I'm seeing you too much on the scene. Like, chill out, go get put back up how you used to be. I'm thinking he was just hating on me, y'all, but he wasn't. I ain't gonna hold y'all, he was not hating on me. He definitely was trying to tell me, mind y'all, I told y'all I was dropping off his TV that I had took. And my mama, I wanted to take my son so he could see his daddy too. My mama like, nah, just let him stay here. Like, she was adamant about, no, he's staying here with his grandma. He don't gotta ride with you. And I'm just like, she must know something. I don't know what's something. Like, she like, he don't gotta ride with you. He can stay here with me. I guess she must just had a bad feeling. They say a mother always knows. She definitely knew. So I put the TV in the car, y'all. Like I say, at this time, I'm still, months that went by since me and my baby daddy broke up. I'm getting closer with JJ or whatever like that. We kicking it every day, like I told y'all, or whatever like that. So this particular day when I drop off the TV or whatever, I'm listening to what my BD gotta say, and I'm leaving. Mind y'all, earlier that day, I'm with JJ all that day. Like, I'm with him all that day. I'm with him and I'm with his homeboy. We're gonna call his homeboy Big Fish. We're gonna call his homeboy Big Fish. Now, Big Fish, he really is in the streets. Like, he's outside. Like, remember earlier in the story, y'all, I was telling y'all that it's people from different hoods that be in tour with other people from other hoods. He was one of those ones for real. So earlier that day, he was in my car as well. So y'all, I'm about to tell y'all exactly what kind of car I had. I had a 2012 black Nissan Sentra, y'all. I had really just got my car a couple months ago. I don't even think I had the car a full, it was probably like 2-3 months since I had my car now. But yeah, like, I was with them earlier that day before I even went to drop the TV off. We was with each other all that day. Big Fish was in the car as well. Okay, so I had dropped them off to go gamble. When I dropped them off to go gamble, I went and got, my cousin was in the car with me, y'all. 3 warnings before destruction. My cousin was in the car with me. She actually supposed to stay in the car with me. I went and picked my son up from school, and she was just like, you know what, just drop me off. She must have had a feeling too, y'all. I'm still ignoring all the red flags, all the signs that God put out there with me. Mind y'all, she had been with me all that day, even when I was with JJ and when Big Fish was in the car. She was with me all that day. All 3 of us just kicking it, busting blocks, taking them here, taking them there. We chilling. At the time, I was smoking weed, getting high, this and that, y'all. So, okay, cool. My cousin, like, after I went and picked my son up, she like, drop me off at the house. I'm like, dang, I thought you were going to kick with me. I'm still ignoring the signs, y'all. I'm talking about God put them dead in my face. I'm still ignoring them, Okay, boom, I dropped my cousin out. Okay, go pick up my son, go get the TV. Like I told y'all, drop the TV out. My BD say what he got to say. So now I'm headed back to go pick JJ up from the gambling house. Like I said, y'all, I'm from Mississippi, so they got a little spot where they gamble at, where they used to. I don't think they do it no more. So how the street is downtown. How the street is, y'all, it's a one-way. So I'm on the way over there, y'all. I got my music blasting. I'm not thinking too much of really nothing, honestly. Like I said, fresh out of a 4-year relationship, young, wild, and exactly free. I don't have no man, but I'm kicking it with JJ because he cool, like I said. I don't have a man, though. I'm dating. That's what I'm doing. I'm dating. Okay, so cool, boom. I pull up on the street. I come the back way because it's a one way. I pull straight up. It's a line of cars on the block. The little house they gambling, you know, it's a lot of people there, so the cars is full, y'all. Okay, cool. When I pull up, no car behind me. So as I'm sitting there waiting, I'm texting JJ like, I'm outside. Okay, here I come. Time, I think like 5-10 minutes went by. He ain't came out yet, so now I'm getting irritated because I really don't like waiting on people. Okay, cool. A car pulled behind me, y'all. I remember it like it was yesterday. Like, as I'm telling y'all this story, I am literally seeing it in my head. Like, it's like I'm reliving it in my head. Okay, so a gray Honda pull up behind me. I don't think too much of y'all, because like I say, everybody be at the gambling house. The car pull up behind me. Okay, I don't think none of it first when they first pull up. But JJ still ain't walked outside yet. So I'm just looking at my rearview mirror at the car behind me. Nobody never got out the car. Okay, so now I'm checking my surroundings now. Like, I'm looking around. I'm like, so now I'm in my head like, when they pulled behind me, they never got out. Okay, cool. So he still like came out. So I'm texting him, calling him, bro, come on, or whatever like that. Okay, cool. He still ain't walked outside yet, y'all. So now I'm really irritated. I'm really ready to pull off. I should have won my first mind, but I didn't. Like I said, I was ignoring red flags and going against what I knew I probably shouldn't even been doing. Had no business eating on this side of town. These ain't even my people. So he still ain't walked outside. So I'm in the midst of I'm still looking. Nobody never got a car. Nobody never went to the car or nothing. The car just pulled behind me. So I'm like, okay. So when he walked outside, I was like, JJ, you know, normally he'll drive sometimes too. I like, I don't feel like driving, you drive. I was like, that car had just pulled behind me. Then nobody never get out the car with it like this. So he ain't thinking much of it, but I'm on point. Like, I don't even be and stuff like that, but I just pay attention to my surroundings. So I'm like, that car pulled behind me, nobody never get out. He like, oh, they probably pulling up to get somebody, but nobody never walked to the car. Y'all know I sat out there about 35 minutes waiting on him to walk outside. Nobody never walked outside to the car. So like I say, the street that I was on is a one-way street. You only can come up it. Okay, I come up it. When you get to the stop sign, I got to the... Mind y'all, he did not want to drive. So y'all, I did not know that the ending of my part 2 had messed up. So the last part y'all heard was when I said that he did not want to drive. So y'all, yes, he did not want to drive, and that instantly pissed me off too, because like any other time you want to drive, definitely not saying that it's his fault, but he just was on some shit like, okay, well, you ain't finna do nothing but drop me off. Like, it don't make no point of me driving myself to my house for you to get in the car and then drive yourself home. Okay, cool. So I drove, y'all. Like I stated in the last video, the street downtown, I cannot remember the exact name of the street that I was on, but it was a one-way. So when I pulled up, like, my car is facing this way, the houses are on this side, so I'm facing this way because it's a one-way. So after I come out, I'm coming up on the stop sign, I bust that left because you couldn't go to the right because this street was a one-way as well. I can't remember the name of the street, y'all. If it comes to my mind, I will tell y'all in a later video. So I bust the left, and it's a light right there. As soon as you bust up, when you come down a little bit and get to the light, I bust another left when it turned green. Come through another light. After you come through that next light, you coming over the bridge. If you from Mississippi, my part of Mississippi, then y'all know I'm talking about that bridge with Fortification and Bailey. When you come over that bridge, and when you come over that bridge, the gas station to your right side, I can't remember the little spot that used to be in that little plaza right there. They still be eating at it. The tie shop right here if you bust right at the light. So y'all, when I got to that light, let me turn this way because I really want y'all to understand what I mean. I want y'all to feel like y'all at the scene with me. Okay, so when I got to that light, y'all, my light was green. I was finna get ready to go through the light, but the car going straight across, it's a four-way. It's a four-way. The car that's going straight across ran they light, and I ended up slamming on my brakes, and by this time my light was red, so I ended up getting caught at the light. Okay, so I really am not thinking too much of it at this exact moment or whatever like that. I'm not thinking, okay, like I done calm down, like I ain't thinking about the car because the car ain't nowhere near or whatever like that. Okay, cool. Maybe I just was tripping or overreacting or whatever like that. So we get to the light. Soon the light turn red, a car, you know me, excuse me, I pay attention to my surroundings regardless. So I'm just looking out my window or whatever like that. He got his head down in his phone. So I'm seeing a car come over the bridge, but I ain't thinking none of it. It's broad daylight. It's not dark or nothing like that outside, y'all. I meant to tell y'all that it's broad daylight outside. So the car come over the bridge. I'm not paying attention to the car or nothing like that. When the car come over the bridge, I so happen to look out my right side. But before I say that, hold on, y'all, because I don't know if y'all heard it in my last video. So I had a 2012 Nissan Sentra, y'all. My car was 5% tint all the way around that bitch. My front window, my back window, and all four, my whole car was 5% tint. You couldn't see in my car if you wanted to, literally. Okay, so a car pull up to the light. I look out like, I wear glasses. If you wear glasses, you understand what I mean. I could be looking straight, but I could still see. Like, see how I'm looking at the camera, I still see out the corner of my eye. So I'm looking straight ahead, waiting on the light to change, and I see the car. The same car that was just behind me, y'all. But I ain't, okay, the car don't do nothing. We sitting there like 5 seconds. And all I remember was them rolling the window down and just hearing gunshots. Like, I'm talking about, like, I ain't talking about like no little gunshots. I seen them drop their windows and just boom, 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 boom. Like, y'all, it, like this, no exaggeration. Like I'm telling y'all, like as I'm retelling it, I'm literally seeing it in my head. Like all you heard was them boom, 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 boom. It was like they was like, you literally could tell that they was trying to spank something. Like they were trying to get something gone for real. So what I do remember is like when they first shot, like I say, my car was real 5% tint, y'all. And what's so crazy, that and God is what saved my life. Because the first shot that they lit off, my whole passenger, mind you, I was driving, my whole passenger seat window popped out. The whole window, like the tint and everything. When that first bullet came through, I remember seeing my whole window come inside my car. The whole window inside the car on my seat. They steady shooting. So at this point, my head didn't drop down. but my body cannot move. Like, y'all, I promise, I was in that car praying. Like, I was talking to myself. I was like, hey, get up. I was like, what you doing? Get up. Like, y'all, I was trying to make my body move. Like, I'm like, what you doing? You got a son. Like, girl, get up and run. Get up and run. But it was like so I guess people would say, like, my body was in shock. Or I guess that's what it is. Like, I could not make my body move, y'all. Like, I could not make my body move. Like, my head was on the steering wheel down just like this. Like, I don't even think I was moving at all. Like, JJ, after further along or whatever, like, they were like, I thought you was dead. Like, you wouldn't move. He ended up, mind y'all, they is still shooting. Still shooting while my head down. And they ended up busting the right. We right here at the light because I was in a straight lane. So they beside me. They ended up busting the right. When they busted the right, he pushed me. No, he was like, I think he said something like, get the fuck out the car or go run or something like that. And he pushed me. So when he pushed me at this moment, okay, now I'm back to realization. Like, bitch, this car just got shot up. Okay, so when he pushed me, he like, you run that way, I'ma run this way. Okay, so I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking the car gone, y'all. When he got out on feet, I'm about to get ready to run to the store. Like I say, I was in the straight lane. The store is right here to the right. Okay, my car is in the middle of the thing. I never put my car in park. The way they shot it up, it could not move. Like, they had to tow my car from the scene. So he was like, I'm gonna go this way, you go this way. I remember him saying that. He jumped over my head and took out running this way. Well, I'm telling it this way. So he took out running that way. He like, you run to the store. But as soon as I opened up the door and like got the courage to just get up and run, y'all, the car had came back up. Literally, like, I told y'all, the car busted right. They must have turned around and waited to see if somebody was gonna get out or whatever they was doing. They was trying to get their mans. The car had came back up. When the car came back up, they started seeing him walking and started while he on feet. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I honestly thought y'all dad was dead. So at this point, like, y'all ever, ladies, if y'all been drunk at the club one night so y'all could vividly understand what I'm saying, y'all ever opened y'all door and squatted down to pee? When I seen the car, that's what I did. I squatted, closed my door as close as it could and just squatted down in the middle of my door, like on the floor, so they couldn't even see me. So like I said, they were still shooting at him at this point. So I didn't see him no more, and the car went up the bridge. It went back up the bridge, okay? At this point, I'm just sitting there. I don't see him, and then I took off, and I ran to the store. The little gas station there, right here on my right-hand side. I can't think of the name of the gas station, but it's right there on that bridge coming over. Fortification and Bailey at that four-way lights. I ran to the store, y'all. It's so crazy because I remember, mind y'all, I had a wig on. I want to specify this so y'all can understand. Mind y'all, my window popped in the thing, so it's glass everywhere. Glass on my face, glass in my hand, like chunks of glass in my hand. I'm bleeding, but I'm thinking that it's coming from my glass because I'm able to walk. Like, I ran to the store. Adrenaline rushing, I ran to the store. It's crazy because I remember everybody's face I seen at that store that day. And a girl, I just sat on the concrete, and it was an older man there. He like, call 911. Her car just got shut up. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, my first call, my mama. My car just got shot up. Then I called my BD like, my car just got shot up. My guy just dropped the TV off to him. He like, where you at or whatever like that. The police came, y'all. It's so crazy because as I was sitting out there before the police even arrived, let me not skip no steps. A girl that I grew up with so happened to be at the store. I always say, I feel like them people that was at that store was my guardian angel. She looked at me. She said, Kay, you bleeding from your head. She was like, I was like, it's probably just glass. Like, I'm telling you, I was talking fine. Like, functioning, talking fine. When y'all see the pictures of my car, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? God is good. Because, yes, I was talking fine. She was like, you bleeding from your head. I think you need to take your wig off. But I'm the whole time, like, it just got to be glass. Like, because glass was everywhere. Like, all in my arms, all up my hands. Glass was everywhere. Because the glass ended up coming in on the car on this. Mind y'all, where the head part at, where you lean your head at on your car, like how you can lean your head back in your car, it was literally a hole that went straight through and through. Like, but didn't hit me nowhere. At least I thought. Like, it literally went through and through like a big ass hole, like where my head's supposed to go. Okay, so the police ended up pulling up. Y'all, I never forget because I was like, what the fuck wrong with these police officers? Okay, so JJ ended up running back from where he was. And I'm like, damn, I thought you was dead. Somebody pulled up, ended up taking him to Baptist. I didn't want to leave my car. So I sat on the sidewalk and waited on my mama. Okay, so my BD ended up pulling up. Mind y'all, my BD didn't know that I was talking to JJ. I was trying to keep it a secret. But when he pulled up, he asked me like, "Who you was with, JJ?" And I was like, "Yeah, this and that." Okay, my mama ended up coming. My mama and my uncle. When they came, the police was talking to me, y'all. The police was like, why would somebody be shooting at you? And I didn't know, so I'm like, I don't know. Y'all, them officers looked at me and said, well, better look next time. Y'all know y'all gotta share, comment, like, and follow for part 4, because that's the end of part 2. The end of part 2 that cut off in this part 3. So y'all know what y'all got. Okay, so yes, y'all, I ended on the last part when I told y'all what the police officer said to me. So I don't know if I made it clear, y'all. It was 2 police officers that put up on the scene. They both were Black African American police officers, and he had asked me like straight up, like, why they shoot your car up? And I'm like, I don't know, because y'all, honestly, I don't know. I don't know, sir. I don't know. And he literally looked me in my face, y'all, with a straight face, no empathy, no nothing, and was like, "We better look next time," and walked off. So at this point, my mama and my uncle is pulling up on the scene as well. Yeah, I still got blood dripping down inside of my face, but I'm under the impression that it's coming from the glass because I had glass in both of my hands. As you can see, like that little thing right there, that was glass too, but they was able to get most of the glass out of my hand when I went to the hospital. I'll get to that part too. So I did tell y'all that my BD pulled up on the scene and asked me, was I with JJ? So I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I was being sneaky. Me and my BD was not together no more at all. We both had moved on with our lives, but like I told y'all in the previous one, I met JJ through a mutual friend. So we all knew the same people, but technically I met him through my best friend, and we're gonna call my best friend in this series Light. We're gonna call him Light because you're just not gonna be around him sad, mad, none of that. He was literally like the light of the day. So we're gonna call him Light. So Light was my best friend, but he was my BD like right hand man. And Light knew that I was messing with JJ. Judge me if you want, to be honest, I really don't care. They weren't friends, but they knew of each other through mutual people. Hey, this is my life. Ain't nobody had to leave it but me. So yeah, Light knew that I was messing with JJ. It was a messy situation. That's neither here or there. So yeah, when my mom and them put up on the scene or whatever, she was asking me like if I was good. Yeah, I still didn't want to leave my car. Like I say, I never put my car in park. I guess from like the impact of the gunshots like caused my car not to be able to move on its own. Mind y'all, I'll get to the part where how I found out like it got shot up over 30 times towards the end. So y'all, my mama was checking me, like making sure I was good. I was just like, I'm good. My head just dizzy. Like I had a whole bunch of glass in both of my hands. Like my face was kind of scratched up on this side. Like a little glass was on the side of my cheek, and blood was like dripping down my face. But I'm still not knowing like it's no bullet that done broke down in my head until I get to the hospital. Okay, so the police or whatever, like they got to take my car for the crime scene or whatever like that. So at this point, my mama is, I'm in the car with my mom and my uncle. I'm getting tongue twisted, and they drive me to the hospital, the nearest hospital. Now, if y'all was listening in the last part, I told y'all that JJ ended up running across the street to the gas station, and he so happy to see one of his homeboys, and he got drove to a different hospital. I wasn't finna just leave my car there, and my mama was already on the way, so I stayed. Okay, so we went to 2 separate hospitals. I'm in the hospital, but y'all, I'm talking. I feel like I'm fine. I'm scrolling on Instagram, like I'm seeing people post me say pull through. So I'm genuinely confused, y'all. Like, cause I'm fine, but I haven't said nothing to nobody. And if I ain't mistaken, y'all, I think at the time my phone was off. Like, I think my phone was off. So I really think I had to use somebody else's phone to call my mama. I did. My phone was off. I think my phone had literally just got cut off. So I'm at the hospital, or whatever, they checking me. So they bring in these little things. I can't remember the name of them, but they come in a white wrapper. It look like a little mini mop. And they put it on your hand. And it's supposed to be able to just pull all the glass out of my hand. So they were doing it to my hand. They checking me everywhere, or whatever like that, asking me questions, asking me if I'm okay. And I just kept saying, I'm fine, but like my head is hurting really bad. But they just assuming it's coming, from what had just happened or whatever. I'm just steady saying it, like my head hurts so bad in this one spot. In this one spot on top of my head hurting like it's causing my eyes to hurt, like I'm starting to feel dizzy. Okay, so at this point I'm steady saying it, like I'm telling my mama, like when doctor like, mom, my head hurt, like just started hurting out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what it is, but my head hurt. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know what a CT scan is. It's when they take you and put you in this machine, and when you go through the machine, it's literally basically seeing stuff that the naked eye can't see. Mind y'all, I told y'all I had a wig on. I told y'all that a girl that I grew up with was at the gas station with me and told me, "Okay, I think you need to take your wig off. You bleeding," but I never took my wig off at the gas station. Okay, so we at the hospital. They put me through the machine or whatever. So it ended up going off that something was in my head. After I came through the machine, they rolled me back there in the wheelchair. I came back in the room. She was like, "We found something in the top of your head, but we just think it's glass. We're gonna need you to take your wig off." And she was like, "What's under your wig?" I'm like, "A braid down." It's just braids. So I just snatched my wig off and my braids down. I had, I think, like 5 or 6 braids to the back. So when I took it off, you could see, like, I'm gonna show y'all the pictures. Like, in the next part, I'm gonna show y'all the pictures before I even start talking. Or I might add it in here, or I might just make a separate video. Either way, I'm gonna show y'all the pictures next. So like, it was like how you have a braid down, 4 braids down straight to the back, 4 or 5. Like right here on the top of my head, it's like a gash blood about like that big. Yeah, about like that big. It's just full of blood. So they assuming that it's glass. Okay, so my mama, she like, "I gotta take your braids down." I'm gonna show the video as well. Mind y'all, I do want to disclose at the time that I'm going through all this, I'm not even knowing that my mama is battling cancer. So like at the time, I was not aware that my mama was sick. I wasn't aware she had cancer. I wasn't aware of none of this, and I ain't doing nothing but add more stress on her, y'all. To this day, I still feel bad about that. Unintentionally stressed, but I wasn't aware of what she was going through. I do want to disclose that so it could make sense when I get to later in the story. Okay, so yeah, she ended up taking my braids down. I got a video of her taking my braids down and just shaking her head. She was in the video saying, "Kay, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know." So she took the braid down. Okay, so at this moment, 2 doctors came in. It was a lady and a male. I cannot remember their name. So he's looking around. He's like, "We're going to put some numbing cream on it." He was like, "Because this isn't glass. It's a bullet fragment that has broke down in the top of your head, and we got to get it out." Mind y'all, I'm talking, I'm functioning, I'm able to text, I can see, but the only thing was I was having this weird headache. Like, that was causing my eyes to hurt. Like, at the top of my head, about like right here. Like, I literally still have like, it didn't shrink now since time done went past, but I still probably got like when I get my hair braided down, I only let my grandma braid my hair down because it's about like some like the size of it in the top of my head, but it didn't closed up or whatever. So they put the numbing cream on and they swore up and down the numbing cream was gonna work. Y'all, they got the had grabbed something to pull it out. And when they grabbed something to pull it out, y'all, I promise I started crying in there. Cause what's going on? Y'all said it wasn't gonna hurt. Y'all said the numbing cream was gonna numb me up. What happened? Cause I'm feeling this. Okay, so at this point, my mama like, "Just relax, just let them take it out." Yeah, so they took out one piece of it, and there was still some more pieces of it. They took out the next piece of it. I'm gonna show the picture of it too. It don't look that big on the picture, but just imagine it being in your head. So it was literally like a bullet fragment that had broke down in the top of my head. Pieces of a bullet was in the top of my head, but I'm talking, I'm walking, I'm able to do everything fine, y'all. Not even knowing it's in my head. I just so happened to start having these headaches while they were checking me out, and I expressed it. I was having headaches, and they put me in a CT scan, and that's how they ended up finding out. They was finna get ready to send me home. They was finna get ready to send me home. Okay, so after that happened, they ended up putting a little bullet on a piece of tissue on the table. That's how I got the picture of it. I got a picture and a video of it that I'm gonna show y'all. That's how I got the picture of the bullet fragment or whatever like that. That had broke down in my head, and my mama, she just instantly started praying like, "Excuse me, this could have went a whole nother way. Okay, they just pulled a bullet fragment out your head." Like, all my friends and stuff was worried. Like, I always knew God was real because, like I told y'all in my previous video, like, I believe in God. Like, I grew up in the church house. But y'all, at that moment, mind y'all, I told y'all that where the cushion at where my head was, a bullet went straight through it, a hole about this big where my head was, but it didn't hit me. At least I thought it did. Yeah, I was like, God is so real. Like what the world? Like, I just got in a shootout. I'm just a girl. Like, I'm just a girl. I had in my mind, like, even though I knew, that's why I say I take full responsibility, y'all, for the role that I played in it. Because even though I knew what they had going on in the streets, I still chose to put myself in this situation, let him drive my car, put myself around those type of people, y'all. And like, I almost lost my life. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I'm just looking back on it like, God really spared me. Like, he really spared me. But y'all, like, that's not even the end. Like, I don't know if y'all know this. I told y'all I wrote a book. So basically what I'm doing is I'm telling y'all my book in video form. So y'all know what y'all gotta do for part 5. Follow, like, comment, and share.
You don't know all the tears I've cried, the things I've kept bottled up inside, trying my best to be strong, waiting on God and holding on.
I can't imagine what I'd do if something like this happened to me. One moment you're just living, and the next, your car is getting shot at 30 times and you almost die. The crazy part? It wasn't even meant for you. It was meant for someone else. That's wild. I'm so grateful she survived. When a bullet grazes you, it barely makes contact, but it could have been so much worse. Thank God she's still here to tell this story. She noticed something was off. She pointed it out to him, and he brushed it off. She could have pulled away right then, but when you're young and think bad things only happen to other people, you ignore your own gut. That car sat behind her for 30 to 35 minutes, and nobody got out. That's not normal. Your body knows danger before your mind accepts it. The cops telling her, better luck next time, after her car got shot up over 30 times? That showed me how alone you can be in these situations. The people who are supposed to protect you can look at you like you deserved it, like you're just another statistic. No empathy, no humanity, just judgment. That's cold as hell. Something that really stood out. She was so focused on everything else that she didn't even realize she'd been shot in the head. A bullet fragment broke off in her skull, and she's walking around, talking, functioning, thinking it's just glass. The adrenaline, the shock, the way your body can just keep going, even when it's literally been hit by a bullet. That's wild. She was about to get sent home until she mentioned the headaches. Her baby daddy knew what was up before she did. I'm seeing you too much. You need to get put back up. He wasn't hating. He was trying to protect her. Sometimes the people who know the streets can see danger you can't when you're caught up in the moment. He knew that visibility in that environment was dangerous. And the whole time this is happening, her mama is battling cancer, and she doesn't even know. She's out here adding stress to her sick mother's life, completely unaware. Sometimes we're so caught up in our own drama, we don't even see what the people around us are carrying. The biggest lesson? The streets really don't love you. Her baby daddy told her that when they broke up, and she thought he was just being bitter. But he was speaking facts. Those dudes didn't care about her. She was just there. When the shooting started, JJ told her to run one way while he ran the other. She was on her own. The gambling house, the whole scene. None of those people cared if she lived or died. They were willing to shoot up a whole car in broad daylight at a red light, not caring who was in it. The grace of God, or whatever you want to call it, bullets went through where her head should have been, but somehow missed. Over 30 shots fired at close range, and she walked away with a fragment in her scalp. That's not luck. That's divine intervention. Sometimes we survive things specifically so we can tell the story and warn others. Last thing, the aftermath is real. She wrote a whole book about this. This wasn't just something that happened and she moved on from. This changed her entire life. Trauma leaves marks that last way longer than physical scars. The fact that she can tell this story now, own her part in it, and use it to help other people shows real growth. The whole situation is a reminder that the choices we make when we're young and feeling ourselves can have consequences we never imagined. And sometimes, survival is its own lesson.
Hey y'all, story time on how my client tried to have a threesome with me. Like, what the fuck? I said I wasn't gonna tell this story, but I laughed because if I gotta go through this shit, y'all gotta hear this shit with me. Like, what the fuck? And now The girl texts me, she want to quickly, whatever, we'll have to be on. What she need and do I travel? Man, y'all, I don't travel, but I do. Like, I don't, but I do. Like, if you in the area, you talking a good coin, I might come to you type shit. So she was talking what I wanted to hear. We end up negotiating like, okay, I'm going to come to her house or whatever. And she didn't want to pay like the fee as in my travel fee or whatever. So she like, I'll just come get you. Mind you, I'm like, whether you come get me or not, you have to pay a travel fee. Like, for me getting all my shit and bringing it to you, like, like, that's a fee in itself type shit. So we get that out the way, woo out the bim. So she end up coming to get me all this. Man, I'm skeptical anyway because, like, bitch, this is Chicago. Like, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust none of that shit. So it's just like, it was giving fishy anyway. So I end up having my girlfriend, like, trail me to their house or whatever. They didn't know, but like she was following them the whole time. So she was, on point and shit. Cause I'm just trying to see, like, I don't wanna, So I do her hair or whatever. Everything going cool. So the boyfriend came and got me with her or whatever. Keep that in mind. Like, keep her boyfriend in mind because he's a real main key point to the story. So as I'm doing her hair, I'm like almost done. She getting the sad part with curls. So at this point, I'm at the curls part. So the boyfriend comes back in because he was at the store the whole fucking time. Like, I didn't even see him the whole appointment other than when they came and got me. So he was in the back of the house. He was chopping it up. I guess he was on the phone with a nigga that's in jail or whatever. So he got to ask about his girlfriend, like, where your girlfriend at? He was like, she up in there getting her hair done. And he like, what's she getting? And he like a sad part with curls. I'm just looking like, that's like weird. Like, I don't know if y'all niggas into y'all hairstyles or whatever, but niggas don't be knowing what hairstyles called or shit. Like, this man knew, like I'm just looking like that's a little weird. Time go on, shit, I get done, and they end up like, taking me back home. Okay, cool. So 2 days after they took me back home, let me know if y'all want a part 2. Fuck it, like. So 2 days after I did the girl hair or whatever, she texts me like, hey, I got a question. Man, that's all she said. The girl ain't say nothing, hey or nothing. So I don't even like when people get to coming through my phone like that and shit. Like, you're gonna have to say hey or something, hey boo or something. So I got a weird vibe anyway. And I'm like, yeah, what you want or whatever. She like, I was gonna ask you something, but never mind. I don't like when people do that. So I'm like, what you mean? Like, ask the question or whatever. She kept beating around the bush. She just like, no, I'm not gonna ask you. Imagine we texting. These are text messages. She like, no, I'ma just let it go. I'ma leave it alone. So I'm like, girl, what you acting scared for? Basically, like, I bitched her out of what the fuck she was trying to tell me. So she ended up asking me, like, how old you is? I'm like, 22 or whatever. Why? Okay, I got my iPad now, so I'm back. She like, how much you charge for a men's retwist? I'm like, depending on how old they is or whatever. She like, nothing, never mind. I'm like, how old you is? I'm like, how old is the nigga, basically? Because I knew she was asking for her boyfriend. So I'm like, how old he is? Like, I'm confused. You've been texting me since Thursday, not getting to the point. Because she had texted me days before this, like, I got a couple questions. Is you busy? And I text question mark. She like, how old you is? And I'm like, can you get to the point? Like, what the fuck is you asking me how old I am for? What the fuck do you want? So I basically told her, like, you've been texting me since Thursday, not getting to the point. She said, look like it's nothing, so don't even worry about it. I say, clearly it's something, but okay. She say, are you still woke cause I want to ask, but like, I don't know, just ask cause I'm exhausted at this point. She say, are you in a relationship? I said, no. Man, I said no because I'm trying to throw the situation up. Like, I need you to tell me what you talking about. She say, are you bisexual? I say, girl, you want to freak me? Just get to the point, please. She say, I do. Well, we do. I say, how old is your boyfriend? She say, 29. Will be 30 this year. Is that cool? I say, so I'm confused. You trying to get his hair done and freaking, or you just trying to freak because this too much they can. Like, you trying to do trade for trade when... Why you start out by saying something about a retwist? She's talking about, I don't know. I just want to ask so I could start off with some. Let me ask you this. How did he act? Did you like his vibe? I say I wasn't around him for real. Or whatever. It was just crazy. Like, shit, this is crazy. And basically, I told her, like, you're manipulated. Like, and she basically texted and said how she manipulated. Imagine, I had blocked her, but you know it come through an iPad. But, like, you're manipulated. You letting this whole 30-year-old man out here recruiting people. Like, I'm your whole hairstylist. Like, that's just a bad look.
Story time on how I found out my homegirl and my cousin had something going on with my lady. Mind you, this video ain't to bash nobody. Y'all names not even to be in here. So boom, I started talking to this boy. We gonna call him Alex. My best friend, which is Alex's cousin, had put me on with him. At first, I wasn't really messing with him. You know, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to talk to him. But then I was like, you know what, let me give him a chance. So I stayed like some weeks after me and him started talking. I ended up telling my homegirl. Mind you, like, keep in mind, this is one of my closest homegirls at the time. Like, we tell each other everything. And I also ended up telling my cousin because those were two people I told everything to. We gonna call my cousin Lily. So Alex was supposed to transfer to the school that we all currently go to. So he ended up getting added to a group chat like with people from our school. Like, everybody was in there. So when he got added, nobody really knew he was my dude but the people who I told, which was my homegirl and my cousin. So I noticed that they became mutuals. And I wasn't really tripping on that because, like, they know I talk. They wouldn't do nothing like that. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah. So I get to school one day, and I hear my homegirl. She was like, yeah, transferring here, like, excited, like, oh, you know, ready for them to get there on some stuff. She was like her closely. So I asked her, I was like, oh, who you talking about? She kind of got all weird and stuff and was like, oh, nobody, you don't know them. So I'm like, okay. So that's when people coming up to me telling me, oh, you know, Ashley and Alex best friends, this, then the third. You cool with your homegirl being best friends with your dude. So when I was like, how do y'all know that I talked? Like what in best friends? So I wasn't really tripping because, you know, people were messy. Like, yeah. So I asked him about it. And he was like, no, that's gang and them. We not best friends. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool. First red flag. So me and my homegirl, we were having a conversation one day. She was like, oh, yeah, Alex smoked backwards and camos. I asked her, I was like, how you know that? She was like, oh, because me and him were supposed to link up and smoke. Girl, that kind of, I didn't even want to talk no more. I just wanted the conversation to be over because, girl, what do you mean? So I said something to her and him about it. I was like, no, y'all not finna do that. Like, you know? So another day at school, she was like, oh, yeah, Alex start tomorrow. His first day gonna be tomorrow. Mind you, that's my dude. And I don't even know when he starts. So for you to know when he start and I don't, that mean y'all been talking constantly, you know? So at that point, I texted him. I was like, yeah, y'all need to bring y'all conversation into how much y'all talk to the minimum. Because, yeah, I didn't even know that. And that's kind of weird. So, boom. That's out the way. Mind you, at the time, my homegirl, she was talking to my brother. So that's another reason I really didn't think that. No, because, like, you talking to my brother. Yeah. So me and her started, like, falling out or whatever over a whole nother situation. And she did something behind my brother's back. And I ended up telling him. People say it's weird, but, like, if he did the same thing, I would have told her. But, yeah. So he confronted her about the situation. And she was like, who told you? He didn't tell her. She said, she fixed her mouth to say, oh, I already know Maya told you, but it's okay because her nigga going. You said, what? So at that point, I was like, okay, cool, something going on. So I asked her about it. She was like, you can't even be mad. I knew him before you. I'm like, when did you know him before me? Because at first you didn't even know who he was until you found out that I was talking to him. So boom, I asked him about it. He was like, yeah, we knew each other before me and you met. I was like, how? He was like, we were just mutuals on Instagram, but we never talked until me and you started talking. And she texted me to my new friends. She told me that he texted her. So at that point, I was getting on him because evidently, if she feels this way about you, that means you're entertaining her. It's not just her, it's you as well. So I'm mainly mad at him because, yeah, but I'm also mad at her because you knew, like, why would you sit here, like, you weird. So boom, I was kind of distancing myself from her. I didn't want it to be no beef or nothing because I don't beef with my boys. That's one thing I don't. But she felt it was beef. So yeah, that situation died down. I kind of took a break from him or whatever, but I ended up going back because, like, I was fucking with him for a little minute, you know? Like, I met his mama and stuff, so, and his family, and I had a bond with them and him. I wasn't really talking to Ashley at the time. I was mainly like, this is my stuff from her. And I was mainly cool with Lily. Like, that's my cousin, so, you know, of course I'm going to talk to her. So every time I would be on the phone with Alex or whatever, and my cousin was with me and she would speak, his homeboy would get in the camera and they would both get to cheating and stuff. So I was like, I was under the impression that they had something going on. And when I asked his homeboy about it, he was like, oh, just know me and your cousin got history. After that, I just minded my business. So it was one day, it was me and my homeboy and my cousin. It's not no homeboy that I just met. It's my homeboy that I killed my homeboy for some years, you know? So he had some candy, and I asked him for some. He was like, no. I was like, taking candy from you is like, it's easy taking candy from a baby. So, like, you know, we joking around on some stuff. So it was a sucker. So, he was opening the sucker, finna eat it, and I snatched it from him, and I ate it. Like, you know, we was playing around. So later on that day, Alex texted me. He was like, oh, you friendly, eating candy out of the other dude's mouth. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I've never ate no candy out of no dude. Like, what do you, like, yeah. So when he said that, I automatically knew what he was talking about. I was like, are you talking about when I took my homeboy candy? I didn't eat that out of his mouth. And there was only 3 people right there when it happened. Me, my homeboy, and my cousin. And I didn't tell him. My homeboy doesn't know Alex. So it's only one person who could have told him. I asked him, I was like, who told you? He was like, don't worry about it, just know I got people. Yeah, you know, on some weird stuff. So I texted my cousin and asked her, did she tell him? She was like, yes, I told him because I didn't like how he was being friendly with my ex. Mind you, y'all, I didn't even know that my cousin and him used to, like, date or whatever they had going on. So when she told me that, I was like, for one, I didn't even know that y'all had something going on before. And if you felt that type of way, you should have at least told me instead of just going to text him that. Then what you told him wasn't even true. But I wasn't tripping about it because it was a smaller situation in my eyes. Once again, I don't make a big issue about a dude. So, but eventually, me and Kel ended up breaking up because it was one day my brother had texted me. I'm finna show y'all the messages. So he texted me and I was like, oh, what? Like, okay, cool. And I also noticed that his location had been paused for a little minute. So that's what made me, like, text him, like, again, because my previous message was green. But I'm thinking, oh, his phone probably just dead. Then he texted the girl and was like, when did this happen? And she was like, oh, this happened last night. So I was like, oh, no. That, like, when he went to jail January 15th, you know? So I sent him a video from me that night where I was just with him. And he responded and said, so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm done with him. So he got out of jail. He tried to explain. He actually called me from jail as well. So, yeah. So I wasn't even trying to really fuck with him at the time. You know, I was ghosting him. Not ghosting him, but, like, avoiding him. So his homeboy texted me one night. It was like 2 in the morning. First, this homeboy texted me trying to fuck with me. I was like, nah, like, I don't want nothing. Yeah, I'm not even on that. Then he responded to me and said, I got something to show you about Alex. I was like, I don't even really curse too much. Like, that's not my do no more. I don't curse. He was like, nah, you gonna want to see this. So now I'm like, what you finna show me? Y'all, he sent me a video. I'm finna show y'all the video. This the video he sent me, y'all. Hold on. So you can't hear the sound on the video, but when I was looking at the video, looking at the room, the bed, and the voices, I said, is that my cousin? He was like, yeah. I was like, when was this video? He was like, I don't know, I just saw it in his phone, da-da-da. I was like, what? And mind you, in the video, they're laid up under the cover, boot up. So I'm like, that's so weird. Like, that's weird. Like, I really felt that was weird. So they kept talking about we didn't do nothing. You making, how am I supposed to know y'all didn't do nothing? Like, y'all in the bed under the cover. What do y'all want me to think that y'all, like, then why is my cousin and my dude linking without me knowing? Like, what really made me feel some type of way that y'all kept it a secret. Even though me and him not together no more, it's the principle of the situation. Like, yeah, you supposed to be my cousin. You're weird. So I didn't want to make it no problem, whatever. But like, it was just weird. Then motherfuckers told me go get my nigga back in blood. Hey, gang. At that point, I was just, you know what? Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. So, yeah, that's the story on how I found out my homegirl and my cousin was fucking with my dude.
Boundaries aren't negotiable just because someone's trying to make things convenient for themselves. The travel fee situation really highlighted this. It doesn't matter if someone offers to pick you up or make it easier. Your time, effort, and the work you put into preparing have value, period. People will test those boundaries constantly, and holding firm isn't being difficult, it's being professional. What really got me, though, was how she immediately clocked something being weird when the boyfriend knew exactly what hairstyle was being done. That attention to detail, noticing when something's just slightly off in how people behave, that's survival skills right there. Most people would have brushed it off, but she filed that information away because it didn't sit right. And honestly, the whole setup with having someone follow her, staying alert the entire time, even while working, that's exhausting, but necessary. It sucks that you have to operate like that, always keeping one eye open, never fully relaxing, even when you're just trying to do your job. But that awareness is what keeps you safe in sketchy situations. The Australia thing after was random as hell, but it actually connects in a weird way. Sometimes the obvious safe zones exist for real reasons, and there's a reason certain areas stay empty or avoided.